Hello, I am back today with another ranking. Today we are going to take a look at the influential director Tim Burton. Burton is one of the most famous directors from Hollywood, with all kinds of strange movies like Beetlejuice and Edward Scissorhands. He also produced and directed a number of animated movies, and we're going to rank them all today. They are all typically made in his gothic style and all brought to life with stop motion. I appreciate them all, so definitely take this ranking with a grain of salt. A lot of his movies are also directed by someone else, Henry Sellick, but for simplicity we'll keep it at Tim Burton animated movies today. Maybe one time we'll do Sellick, but I just watched Wendell and Wild. It was such a bad movie, I don't really want to do a Sellick ranking now. Let's begin with the Burton ranking. At the last place, Frankenweenie. Frankenweenie tells the story of a dog who dies and is brought back to life by a smart boy. It's clearly the story of Frankenstein but with a dog, and it's fun enough, but it's my least favorite of the Tim Burton animated movies. The poodle as the bride of Frankenstein's monster and the hunchback Igor are all nice references, but that's largely it. The movie just doesn't have as much to offer as the others. Mr. Rizkrusky is also a real fun character, clearly inspired by actor Vince Price. The ending of the movie, in which all the animals become monsters, is of course cool and very creative. For example, here we have a nice Gamera and Gremlins cameo. Nice enough movie, but not the best. At 4 we have 9. This movie has little connection with Burton other than the fact that he produced it, but I still count it among his range. Because there are many Burton elements in the movie. 9 is perhaps the most mature film on this entire list, and that's saying a lot considering all of Burton's animated movies are full of the living dead and weird characters. 9 tells the story of a post-apocalyptic world in which humans have become extinct after a world war with machines. These machines now also hunt living ragdolls, all of which are numbered and have souls. I didn't know that these dolls could be so interesting, but in my opinion the film scores mainly with the bad robots. These creatures remind us of a mix of Terminator robots and the animal machines in Horizon Zero Dawn. The action scenes are fantastic, very intense and creepy. All the images about the war and apocalypse make this movie unsuitable for children but good for adults. Corpse Bride is actually certainly one of Burton's better animated movies in terms of story. Victor, the young groom, wants to marry Victoria, but he accidentally says his wedding vows to Emily's corpse, which makes that she wants to marry him in the afterlife. What starts as a bland story soon becomes much deeper, especially the ending in which Victor finds both Victoria and Emily nice ladies is very catchy. And I like that Emily wishes Victor happiness with Victoria. Bark is the villain, as Emily's ex-husband is a twist I quickly saw coming, but how he's defeated is very good. The songs in this movie are also very nice, and the stop motion here is clearly a lot more modern than in the older Burton movies. As runner-up I have James and the Giant Peach. This movie is part live action but largely stop motion. It's about James running away from his crazy aunts in a giant peach. A number of insects also live in that peach, and they become his friends on a trip to New York City. The songs in this movie are quite bland and the story may not be that great, but I really like this movie. The story comes from Roald Dahl and it is noticeable. The peach itself as a means of transportation is crazy, but the ants are also hideous creatures. The bugs all have a charming side. Centipede is my favorite, but spider, earthworm, ladybug, glowworm and grasshopper are all fun. The mechanical shark and rhino cloud are absolute nonsense, but it proves once again how creative Dahl, Burton and Selleck all are. My favorite part is the fight with the pirates, including Jack Skellington and Donald Duck. Great. Because of nostalgia, I think this movie is one of the better Burton animated movies. But at number 1, no surprises here, The Nightmare Before Christmas. The most famous of Burton's animated movies was actually directed by Henry Sellick, the man who also brought Coraline and James and the Giant Peach to life. The story is about Jack Skellington, a living skeleton who lives in Halloween land and comes to know Christmas. Obsessed with this new holiday, he now wants to deliver presents as Santa Claus, but with a Halloween twist. Jack is a very enjoyable protagonist. Sandy, a creation of a Frankenstein-like professor, helps Jack where she can, and we also have Jack's ghost dog. The songs in this movie, such as This Is Halloween and What's This, are classics, and the movie itself also has beautiful stop-motion effects. I don't like Oogie Boogie as an antagonist, also because his role is very small and unimportant. But all in all, definitely this movie is a classic for a reason. So that is it today. Let me know if you agree with this list and if I should consider 9 a Tim Burton animated movie or not, and what I should do about the Henry Sellick movies. Should I rank them? So that means Nightmare Before Christmas, James and the Giant Peach, Coraline from Laika, and Wendell and Wild. Only 4 movies, so I could do it, but I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments if you want that. See you later then. Bye bye and thank you for watching.